Well, hello then. Welcome along to TORA's LMP3 Cup, the eSports Championship that TORA are currently hosting on Project Course 2. Here we are in qualifying for rounds 1 and 2 at Donington National. I'm currently driving the Ligier JSP3 car, and we're racing for Team Momentum here. So, as you can see, we're on qualifying already with 5 minutes to go. Now, I do have to own up a little bit here. Here you can see I'm already 3.5 tenths up nearly on 0.1 already set by myself. I've run a little bit wide here, which meant I lost some time anyway, but it didn't matter too much because the car just felt really strange. As you can see at the top of my screen at the right hand side, you can see that I've got my wheel cam on, so you'll probably be able to see how twitchy I am, especially in the first race as well. I don't know why it was so bad in the first race, but it didn't really make me any quicker, so to speak. But in this qualifying session, the time was probably glitched because I was only just getting under 1 minute 01s and I was nearly into the 59s. So yeah, not a really fair representation, but nevertheless, pole position for the first race. Burnout second, Rapids in third, so the EVR guy is going well. Webber's a little bit further back at the back of the field for this one because he struggled in quali with some issues, as did a lot of people. So let's see how this one goes. Anyway, 2 40-minute races. So we've got Burnout on the outside, and he was lagging a little bit, as you can see in my rear view mirror. Now here he actually hits me with a bit of lag, and you see my frustration on the left hand side. He falls to the left hand side because on his screen he hadn't got any lag, but he gave me 6 aero on the rear, so we actually get the jump on him at the beginning. Managed to stay ahead into turn 1 on the inside. Mini gets a little tap from behind, so Mini ended up going wide. Now I hold the inside down here. There's Rapids, Burnout even, not Rapids, Burnout actually slots back in behind me. Now there's a big load of issues in the background, not sure what's going on there. Again, Burnout looked like he was lagging again. Rapids ended up going wide, and ended up letting their teammate Cal up into third. So I've got a fairly decent gap here at the minute, and struggling a little bit with the understeer because the car was really twitchy. And here I just hit the power too early and just dip a wheel on the left. I don't know what I was doing, and ended up spinning round, unfortunately. So it ended up meaning that I was just going to have to crawl back on the track and hope everyone avoids me. I actually fall all the way back down into 10th position here, 10th of 11. Not sure what happened with the other guy because he was quite a way further back. He was another 6 seconds adrift of where I rejoined there. So here we are on the very next lap. You see, I think Rapids and Mini had it coming together down at the old airpin. So you can see there, Rapids is off and rapidly losing time. And I've got to run on Jordan up the hill here into McLean's. So I look to the inside. He's respectfully given me some room there, and I managed to keep it from understeering into him. Still leaving a bit of room until the engineer tells me I'm clear, and then I move back to the racing line. So for copies, and again a twitch there because my steering was just all over the place. I couldn't get enough angle into the wheel without he ended up twitching. So there you can see I actually cut the corner a little bit, but still ended up losing time because of how twitchy it was through copies. And you see my teammate struggling there. I've just gone past Webbers, and he's in the same team as me. So, and here we are again, old airpin. Someone's off on the right. People having issues. I think that was Touring having issues there. So that allowed me and Webbers cleanly through. But I'm tucked up behind Mini here, and he seems to be struggling after the earlier contact with Rapids. I think he might have had a little bit of damage. So I was biding my time and just to sort of follow him round because he's a really quick driver, but he's definitely suffering from that damage that he gained early in the race with Rapids. So at this point, Burnout and Cal are leading at the front with Wildwind in third, me and Mini just a little bit further back here. So you can see again how much it's twitching around, and I was actually just about to start messing with some settings there for the traction control, because I just thought I'm going to have to put traction on to see what the crack is, but he made no difference, so I ended up turning it off. It was just the steering felt strange, so hopefully in the next update we'll get a fix for that. So bit of a shame for this one, especially for some people like Jordan as well. He really suffered with some wheel issues and ended up leaving the first race, I think. So Real shame, but hopefully the patch is on the way. So here you can see me having a look at Mini, and Mini actually lets me through. So he actually let me go because of that damage he was carrying. So now it was time to get my head down and get after Wildwind here. But then a big issue for someone up ahead. Who was that? That is Cal, EBR Cal. He had a big issue with copies, so again, easy manoeuvre around the outside. But then coming into the chicane, I just don't get a decent run. I think because he was so slow down the straight, he's able to line it up really nicely to get a good exit. So I was actually thinking about defending here into turn 1, into red gate, but he doesn't actually make a move, so I managed to just easily hold the line through and try and get after Wildwind, THR Wildwind. He had a good showing this first 2 rounds as well, so nice to see another new driver who's quick. But here into copies, I just got really loose trying to carry too much speed in, and so all my hard work undone, back from P1 to P10, back up to P3, and then back to P8 again. So really not having the best of times, but like I say, my wheel was just all over the place with its twitchy feel, so I'm not really sure what was going on there. But back up to 6th here because a few people having a few issues here, and again Cal going a bit wide at the old hairpin. It was really tricky in these cars to not run wide there, so he was unlucky there. I think Wildwind at this point made his pit stop, so that's why he was behind me. This is now Webbers and Mini, so I'm up behind Webbers. None of us lot at the front of pit here. So Burnout, Mini, Webbers and me, all no pit stop, so I'm here right behind Webbers. He knows I'm here because I'm in the chat talking to him, and at this point I'm going, Webbers, I'm on your outside, mate, I'm going for the outside, and he just didn't hear me, so he nearly cuts me off and I have to get out of it. So nearly a huge moment between the two teammates, but Mini's not going far up the road because he's still struggling with that damage, so me and Webbers were sort of like, yeah, we'll just bide his time, hang around here, but I get a good run down here. Now, I don't know whether Webbers was actually running slightly different aero to me, but I give him a flash and he's like, I'm going to pit this lap, so I was just about to go down the inside, back out of it so he can have the corner, but he actually overshoots it and spins himself, and I'm here apologising in the chat saying, sorry mate, I shouldn't have put you under pressure, I didn't realise you were pitting. So anyway, he managed to recover well, and I think he ended the race P4 I believe, but here's me after Mini now. So Burnout at this point's pitted, as you've just seen. So he's pitted from the lead, and we were catching him at about a second a lap at that point. So he dived in, got fresh tyres and some extra fuel. Now Mini at this point again here was telling me, right, I'm pitting this lap, so don't do nothing stupid. So I was thinking, right, is this going to be a bluff, or is it actually going to be a genuine pit stop? So I thought I'll hang back, see what he does, try and get a good run through the chicane if he doesn't pit. Now he was super off the chicane, but he does indeed dive into the pit lane here. So I now inherit the lead, so it's now go or nothing. So I ended up setting a couple of fastest laps for myself, personal bests. My fastest lap being a 1:01.1 at this point, well 1:01.2 near enough. So really good pace, even on the older tyres. Now I come into the pit here and actually just decide for a splash and dash, so as to gain some time back. So you can see here Burnout's 22 seconds behind. I'm coming into my pit stall already, so I've already calculated my fuel, already ready to go. 1 litre in, there we go, away we go, and pit limiters on again. And watch the relative at the top left. You can see Burnout's 11 seconds, 10 seconds, 9 seconds, just over 9.5 seconds behind. And he's asking, have I pitted? And I'm like, yeah, I've pitted. So great strategy call. Unlucky on Burnout's behalf because he didn't actually know you didn't have to change tyres, but someone on the TORA website had already asked, do we have to mandatory change anything? And because they can't enforce it, there was no necessity to do anything like that. So you can see here, top right of the screen, how ecstatic I am with the win, because oh my, it's been a long time since I got any decent results. So really happy. And the Fanatec wheel was fantastic, even with the bug it was still drivable, whereas on my G920 before I could never have done that. So yeah, you see Webber's my teammate up to 4th, so he managed to recover well after that spin in the mid part of the race. So here we go then, race 2. So I'm starting on at the front. It's the grid set from the results from race 1, so me and Burnout heading up the front of the field again. So at this point I'm thinking, right, I need to, and bearing in mind the wheel feels much better at this point on the formation lap. I could tell the wheel felt better. For some reason I was just much slower in this race. I just couldn't find the pace I was having in the other race. I couldn't continue. Being at 4 o'clock in the afternoon instead of 2, that could have played a part, but I don't really know. So I'm pretty sure we're underway now, and I think it's Wildwind who actually gets the jump on Webbers down into turn 1. I managed to hold off Burnout just about, but it's actually Mini who gains massively at that turn 1, because being Burnout actually nearly span into me, I think. Not sure, because he jolted across the track a little bit, but Mini actually gets up the inside of him and into P2 straight away. Sorry about that, my mic actually went off. So, yeah, Mini, being the quick guy he is, really clever about his driving here, so he gets a good exit. For some reason his car was so good off the chicane. So here I'm thinking, do I just give him the inside and hold it on the outside? So I give it a go. Give him a little bit of a room, a little bit of squeeze as well. And I get the power down well. Now he's got his car alongside, so I give him plenty of room. He goes kind of through, but I'm saying, Mini, I'm still here. And he turns in on me a little bit. So we have a bit of a double battle. We're still side by side, and at that point no one can back out. So I kept it around the outside, bit of a touch, round we both go. Well, actually no, sorry, Mini didn't even spin. Mini continued on, but Burnout got past him. Luckily at this point, I didn't actually get any damage. No damage from that at all. Which was a bit surprised that Mini didn't try and back out earlier, but at the same time we were side by side. But it just doesn't happen at the old hairpin, so unfortunately I fell all the way to the back of the field. So gain a place there, as you can see on, I think it's Alcoholic. Managed to get up past him. I'm pretty sure this is a pass on Jordan, who has an issue on the inside of turn 1, I believe. I'm pretty sure I went past him on the inside of turn 1. And then there's someone else off there, that's Rapids. He was struggling with a few spins during both races, really. I think it was more due to his wheel being new to a wheel and pad, rather than a pad, sorry. So here I'm thinking, right, I'm in 4th. Webber's behind me, it's already pitted. Not sure if Rapids is pitted, so I'll dive in the pits now, mid-distance. I don't think we're going to be able to catch up to Mini or Burnout, so we'll dive in the pits now. So again, we're only going to do a splash and dash, so make sure that, you know, hit your marks, don't make anything silly mistakes in the pit stop, and away we go. So if you watch the relative, I think it's Wildwind goes past me, is it? He hasn't pitted yet, I don't believe, so he actually goes past me. So I'm on the hunt for him now, because Touring behind me is already well down, because there's only 8 of us left in the race, bearing in mind at this point. A couple of people decided that enough was enough, so here I just have a big moment at Copies again. Ended up nudging the wall, so I have to reverse, find the reverse gear, go back up into first and not spin it round too aggressively. Now I see someone coming, I'm pretty sure it's Rapids who comes, and he's already lost it in my mirror. He's already really wide himself, so he's obviously seen me go off, trying to capitalise on it, and he ends up making a mistake himself and spinning round. So I did apologise in case it was my fault for coming back on in a dodgy way, but I did have to rejoin the track at some point, but I was saying I was off, so I think he was just trying to capitalise a bit too much and got a bit over eager into Copies himself and ended up going. But that was pretty much the story of my race. My P4 recovery, I mean, I'll take the points, but I could have easily been up with the Mini, Burnout and Webbers, because they had a fantastic scrap all race, but I just unfortunately couldn't get up there. And that was the results for race 2, so we're back out at Brands Hatch GP on Tuesday. When's that, the 13th I believe, so yeah, we'll catch you then.